Hi everybody, my name's Tristan. I'm just going to show you a little trick to do with harmonics, which Lenny, Breau and Chet Atkins do a lot of. Now check it out. Okay, so what you do is you put your first finger out like this and you pop it on the 12th fret, where you'd usually make your harmonic, like so. Okay, you don't push it down obviously, you just touch the string just directly above the 12th fret. Okay, so we're going to use this finger here, and I don't know if you can see this here, but I'm actually going to use this thumb here to pluck it. Like that. Okay, so I can play like that, play it just with one hand. Okay, but then what I'm going to use is, you can choose to use any of the other fingers to do this, but I'm using my second finger. I use my second finger here just to do an open D string, okay? So what I do, you can actually make a whole scale of this which sounds like a harp, which Lenny did a lot of. So I pluck with my second finger, open D, do the harmonic on the 12th fret, E, then use my second finger on the G string, and then harmonic on the A string. And so you can keep on going up like that, so it sounds like open D, harmonic the E, open G, harmonic the A, open B, harmonic the D, open E, harmonic the G. So you can get a nice, or do it in reverse, which is harmonic and then the second finger. So kind of a cool, cute little trick initially, but what you can do is then what happens if you're familiar with artificial harmonics, which this is kind of the same sort of thing, then you would take another voicing, say this one here particularly is 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret, or in notes it's G, B, E, A, D, G. Okay, and then I would go all the way up to the 15th fret, because that's what you do when you're doing artificial harmonics, and I do the same kind of thing, but I would outline the shape of this chord up 12 frets. So on the D string, which is going to pull out that E, harmonic on the 15th fret. So it's a nice little pentatonic scale there. And you can kind of cute, right? Okay. Another, if you learn a whole heap of different voicings, you can get all sorts of types of melodic kind of sounds. Okay, another thing that Lenny did also was that he'd do a chord like, say C major 7, and then he would pluck up here, and he would put a harmonic in the base of the chord, or in this case the C, which is the one I'm playing on 3rd fret, and if I'm doing a harmonic on that, it would be on the 15th fret. I'd play with my thumb and first finger, get that C up an octave using this technique, and then I'd pluck with my other 3 fingers the chord. So instead of sounding like this, and it gets a nice closed voiced chord. So nice pretty stuff, and you can do lots and lots of any drop 2 kind of voicing that you'd find that like that, you could turn it into. It's not as loud as a normal one, but it does end up with some nice voicings, which are more similar to what a pianist would do. Okay, another thing that he also did, this is kind of going through lots and lots of different stuff, but if you're using any kind of fourth bass voicing, if you use any kind of chord which is based off a pentatonic scale, you end up with a pentatonic scale when you do this little technique going across. Another thing is if you use just general fourth bass voicings straight from the C major scale, you end up with some quite cool different sounds. You can also, and this is something that Lenny did a lot of, is mix in hammer-ons and hammer pull-offs. Okay, so let's have a look at one here. So I'm barring on the 3rd fret all across, so where G is, and I'm using harmonic on the G string on the 15th fret up here and fretted on the 3rd. I go harmonic there, use the 2nd finger to pluck a note here on the 5th fret, and I'll harmonic on the 3rd fret or the 15th, pluck on the 5th fret, and then pull off to the 3rd fret. So, okay, and then harmonic on the 15th fret of the D string, and then pluck with my 2nd finger on the 4th fret. So I've put my 2nd finger down like that. So, and then pull off. So you can mix it together so it sounds like a scale that goes like this. Very cute, right? Okay. So nice little major scale. You can obviously do any scale that you want, dominant. It gets a little bit harder when you're doing minor scales because you start having to do a different kind of voicing here. How do I do this? Okay. So, cool. Any other things? Oh, one final trick, which is the trick that you might see in some of the Lenny Breau videos. He does this thing where he'll just get a hammer on and pull off like this, and then try to get as much stuff going on at the same time. So like a scale on this and this hand, and doing hammer-ons and pull-offs with the other hand, so you kind of get two different voicing, two different melodies happening at the same time. Obviously, this stuff takes a really long time to master, and I'm far from that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. So hopefully I hear something from you guys too.